Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. BG Time, yeah, yeah. BG Time.
What I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. BG Time, yeah, yeah. BG Time.
What I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it.
And it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me, baby. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. What's goody, y'all? What's goody in your city? Baby, it's good over here on my block, baby. It's good over here on my block. We good. We good. And I hope y'all good too. But don't even worry about it. I'm trying to get my camera and stuff right, my lighting and everything. But don't even worry about it, y'all. Because I'm finna show y'all what's been goings down. What's been goings down, okay? 4th of July wasn't nothing to play with this year. Flat out. It wasn't nothing to play with this year. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their lives during the 4th of July. There was quite a few. It was so many I couldn't even bring them all. So I'm sorry I couldn't bring them all, but I do have some to show y'all tonight. But first, before we get started, I gotta bring the announcements. You already know how we do. So let's start with this Wednesday. This Wednesday, Miss Gaines will be in the building. Joaquin Smith will be in the building, aka Miss Gaines, and she will be on talking about her son that was murdered, aka TJ. So she'll be on this Wednesday, y'all. So you don't. When I tell y'all don't want to miss this, just take a look at that wording on the side. This has to be a dream, especially when he tried to get away. Baby, y'all know I be knowing the stories before I bring them to y'all. Before the families come on, I already talked to the families. They tell me what happened. This right here, baby, this right here, you don't want to miss it. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to go no further. Next. Oh, and domestic violence. Yeah, baby, we going to Stonecrest Mall. And I'm so thankful and so honored that Stonecrest Mall said yes. They said yes. They said yes. So they don't know who they bringing, but they said yes. But we're gonna keep it family friendly. All the performers already know up front that it has to be clean music. It gotta be clean music, y'all. If it's not clean music, that man at Stonecrest, oh, he said, I don't got no problem with telling folks to leave. So it will be clean music and family friendly. So make sure y'all come out. We got performers, we got pastors. Baby, we got a pastor from Detroit. Yes. But he's here in Georgia. Yes. So y'all make sure y'all come out to this event. And we will also be honoring, yes, Miss Pink. She is honoring 5 mothers. The mother of Devin Jackson, the mother of Akir Muhammad, the mother of Jonah Ware, the mother of Tory Lang, and also the mother of Jelani Pless. Now, the mother of Tory Lang, she will be on the 17th. She will be on PGT time to tell the story on the 17th. And baby, this story went so far. It was on First 48. Yes. Her daughter's story made it to First 48. So you definitely want to tune in. Definitely want to tune in for that. But again, they are being honored. They are being honored at the Stop the Violence event. So make sure y'all come on out, show up, baby, and show out. Okay? It's my first big event. So if y'all could come out, show me some love, show some support to these families, to everybody, please do so. Okay? Usher just sent the message. Sorry. I'm a fan in the fan club. fan in the fan club. That's why he just sent the message to everybody in the fan club. Hey, Usher, I'll see you next month. Yes, your girl going to the concert. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. That's all I got to say. Don't play with me. But yes, I will be in the building. Don't worry, I will be going live so y'all can see what Usher got going on here in the A, baby. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get started with the show for tonight. Welcome, 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 each and every person. If this is your first time watching, thank you for showing up and showing out. I appreciate it. This show is all about awareness and keeping the loved one names alive just as well. So that's what this show is about. Also, tonight is Monday night. So you will be getting a lot of news clips, which not a lot, but you'll get some news clips. We will be tackling Detroit tonight. We will be tackling Houston tonight, all of Texas. We will also be tackling Philly tonight. Yes, Philly. That's kind of new, but we done did some Philly. But we're gonna tackle Philly tonight, and we will also be tackling is one more Philly. I can't remember it. Philly, Detroit, and there's one more. I'm sorry, y'all. There's one more that we'll be Chicago. How can I forget? Chicago, Philly, and Detroit had a bad 4th of July. A bad 4th of July. So we're going to be covering that tonight. Please make sure y'all go and share this video, okay? Make sure you go share the video. You can do it right now. I did it during the intro. So make sure y'all go share right now because these stories need to be heard. They definitely need to be heard and they need to be seen, okay? Rest in peace to all the families to all the victims that we'll be covering tonight. And our heart goes out to the families of every last one of these victims. This was sad. It was a sad situation that occurred. We all know, I don't know if you all know, but I know from watching and doing PGT time, preparing for PGT time, that the 4th of July is one of the most deadliest holidays. The most deadliest holidays. Why? Because fireworks sound like gunshots. So I guess all the devils, all the little demon seeds, all the little devil's helpers, the uncles, the aunties, the little cousins of the devils, all them sit back on Wednesday and be like, okay, we finna take some folks out on tomorrow. I guess that's why they do it. I don't know. But we don't like it. We don't like it. We don't like it at all, you know. But we gotta bring it. We gotta bring it. Hey, BG. BG said I gotta watch the replay, but I'm gonna catch it. All right. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. And thank you for showing us so much love. I really, really appreciate it. All right, y'all. I see all y'all out there. Please feel free to comment in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. You know, let us know something. Say hello. Hello, Miss Peachy. Say something to you, girl. But we about to go ahead and get started because I don't want to keep you guys here too long. And I do apologize for starting late. The show does start at 9 o'clock. But I had somebody working on my computer. So thank you, Tony. I really appreciate it. We will be showing Tony's commercial tonight. We will show his commercial tonight at the end of the show. Or we might just play it during the commercial break. I don't know, one or the other. But thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. So let's get started, y'all. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with Philly. We're going to start with Philly, baby. Philly's 4th of July. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. So here we go.
Story this morning. We have had a deadly shooting. 8 people were shot, and we know that one of them has died. Many of these were young people.
Now, this comes exactly a year after another mass shooting happening in Kingsessing, killing 5 people. Now, Hank is live at the scene in Southwest Philly, where, Hank, you're seeing quite a bit of damage that remains from that shooting.
Yes, I mean, there was apparently a ton of lead flying through the air down here last night at Kingsessing and 60th. I'm just trying to figure out, maybe doing my own bit of police work. There seem to be 2 bullet holes in this particular Mazda right here. It could be 2 hits. It could be one going in one window, going out the other. Police are still trying to match it together, guys. But listen, 8 people are hit. One of them killed. 3 of them are juveniles down here, transported to several different area hospitals. It happened about 11:30 last night. Police say, again, here near the intersection of 60th and Kingsessing as it goes down towards Salford Street. And Philly Police Inspector Kapana Masakoy says that officers realized it was happening when one patrol officer found a person shot in the middle of Kingsessing.
Officer was on patrol in this area and saw a shooting victim lying on the highway. The officer immediately came over police radio and stated that she had seen shooting, and other officers responded and found the other victims on the highway and transported them to the hospital. The total victims that arrived at the hospital were counted at 8 at this point. 5 adults and 3 juveniles, and the juveniles age ranges of between 16 to 17. It is very alarming, and especially when we had officers in the area to try to prevent anything like this from happening. It's still happening. So we take it very seriously and find it very, very alarming.
Sure, and again, it's 1 person dead from 8 shot, 5 adults, 3 juveniles. Police have not released any identities. Police say there is no known motive. There haven't been any arrests and no weapons recovered. Take a quick look at this live shot that we have from CHOP. All the victims were transported, not just to CHOP, but the 3 other area hospitals, Hub Cedar and Presbyterian were the other 2. But they went to CHOP and these other hospitals via emergency vehicle, privately owned vehicle. Steve Keeley reports even one went by ride share, if you can buy that. But there's several crowds had gathered out here at the corner. Police say that when they got here, they had to be broken up at a certain point. I did speak with one woman who you'll hear from in about a half hour. I just now spoke with her, who said she just didn't understand how firecrackers, fireworks could explode into gunfire. Maybe that's some clue as to how it all got started. Police did tell us that there were cookouts happening out here, as there were everywhere else in the city on the 4th of July. They said they didn't distinctly know of any parties going on. So a lot of police work to be done here, guys, and police will be out here gathering video throughout the day. Count on that, guys.
All right, Hank, such a sad situation. Thank you for that update.
All right, y'all. That was Philly, baby. We running it down tonight, baby. We running it down. Every year since I've done PGT time, I have done a 4th of July update. Literally every year on how 4th of July just goes crazy. Like the guns sound just like to some people, I'll say that the guns sound like fireworks. So this is the time where a lot of evil, devilish, demon seeds decide that they want to go out and do some things because they feel like they can't get caught. Unfortunately, the cases that we will be showing you all tonight, no one has been caught. Okay, because it was the 4th of July weekend that had played a big part. So let's go into Chicago. Y'all ready? You ready? Get in the car. Did you put your gas in your car? Did you put gas in the car? We gotta go to Chicago, y'all. Here we go.
Are fighting for their lives after a shooting on the city's south side.
The shots rang out this morning in the city's greater Grand Crossing neighborhood. WGN's Andrea Medina live at Comer Children's Hospital with the story. Andrea.
Hi, Ray and Jenna. At last check, the children are still in critical condition. Police say that as far as what caused the shooting is still under investigation, but they do say that personal dispute is the stem of all of this.
I just woke up, went upstairs, and I just saw a massacre of everything.
A barrage of gunfire got Frank Mixon out of his sleep early Thursday morning. As Mixon left his bedroom to check what unfolded, he found several family members shot, including his mom, Nikisha Strong, who didn't survive.
My mom was one of the most wonderful women you've ever met in your life. What kills me the most, just like, we was just together like 2 or 3 days ago talking about me going to another school or whatnot for basketball on another scholarship.
Up to 4 people shot. Up to 4 people, 10-4. Again, one ticket states is one person is shot inside of 7122 Woodlawn.
According to CPD, it started around 6:15 in the morning near 71st and Woodlawn in the Greater Grand Crossing neighborhood. When 2 vehicles pulled up to the home, multiple people got out and started shooting. In total, 5 people were shot. Family have confirmed Strong and her niece Capri Edwards were both shot and killed inside the home. 3 boys, ages 5, 7, and 8, are in critical condition at Comer Children's Hospital. Family also say 2 of those kids belong to Edwards and the oldest to Strong.
My head right now is really in awe. I don't have any emotions behind this.
A neighbor who heard the gunshots described seeing several men in ski masks approach the home that was targeted.
All I seen was 2 people jumping off the porch. After I heard the shots, I was looking out the window. Thought it was fireworks.
Multiple bullet holes could be seen in the home's front window. Police say they found bullet casings from a rifle and a handgun outside. Police believe the shooting stemmed from a dispute.
We know it's personal. We don't know what it's about. We don't know if it happened just today or if it's ongoing.
The senseless violence has to stop. Personal conflict and guns, it's become a bad combination.
Mixon is devastated his mom won't be around to see him pursue his dreams of playing college basketball, but he expressed determination to play even harder in her memory.
While my mom was here, she just gonna tell me the same thing, like, take it on the chin, keep going.
His mom would have wanted him to continue to play basketball, not gonna allow him to now shut down and do something different.
Violence prevention workers say they'll be gathering at the shooting scene tomorrow at 7 o'clock to promote peace on the block. At this time, no one is in custody. We're live outside Comer Children's Hospital. Andrea Medina, WGN News.
All right, y'all. So this story, I have a second clip to this. This story was sad because they shot up this house and the 2 ladies that was killed, their children was shot. Young kids. They're in the hospital right now at the children's hospital. I think one was one of the others. We'll see it in the next clip. But this was sad. So let's go ahead and get into this next clip so y'all can see exactly what's going on. Here we go.
South Side. 2 women killed and 2 children critically injured. Tia has been in the neighborhood talking to investigators and neighbors. Tia, what do we know about the victims?
We're outside of Comer Children's Hospital right now, Sylvia. What I can tell you is July 4th will never be the same moving forward for this family. This is definitely a time where families get together and they celebrate. But sadly now, this family is planning for 2 funerals. We know a woman in her 20s is now dead. Her aunt in her 40s is now dead. And 2 of her children are here at Comer Children's Hospital fighting for their lives. A 3rd child, age 8 years old, is also fighting for his life. He's related to this family. And as of right now, what we know is this all started with just a knock on their front door.
I honestly can't even tell you what I thought was going on.
Frank Mixon was home visiting from college when he woke up to gunfire.
I just woke up, went upstairs, and I just saw a massacre of everything, you know? So it was very vivid for the mind for me to just see everything. It was crazy.
His mother, Nikisha Strong, in her 40s, was killed. Nixon says she worked hard. She was an employee of FedEx.
My mom, like, such an amazing woman. No one ever showed me how to go get in and work hard like her. Working day and night, take care of kids who weren't hers.
Described as the person in the family that would get everyone together here at her home in the 7100 block of Woodlawn. A neighbor reported seeing men knocking on the door at around 6:15 Thursday morning. Those knocks turned into gunfire.
2 vehicles pulled up into the area. Multiple subjects exited those vehicles and fired at this residence. Multiple shell casings were recovered from both a rifle and a handgun at the scene.
Chicago police tell us also killed was a woman in her 20s. The family says her name is Capri Edwards, described as Strong's niece by family. She shielded her 1-year-old child. That child is now safe. Her 5- and 7-year-old sons are here at Comer in critical condition. Their cousin, an 8-year-old, was also shot and is in critical condition. The people responsible for this shooting have not been tracked down. As for Mixon, he was surrounded by his high school coaches. The now college basketball player says his mother would want him to stay focused and keep going.
What kills me the most, just like, we was just together like 2 or 3 days ago talking about me going to another school or whatnot for basketball on another scholarship as well. While my mom was here, she just gonna tell me the same thing, like, take it on the chin, keep going. Like, my mom was one of the most wonderful women you could ever meet in your life. Definitely the love of my life for sure.
So again, you heard Mixon's story that he was in the house when all of this unfolded. Luckily, he was able to walk away from this, but tragically, several of his family members were shot. 2 of them, as we've reported, now dead, including his mother. As for what Chicago police are doing right now, they are still scouring that neighborhood, looking for surveillance video. They say 2 vehicles are involved in all of this. They're hoping to give us an update here shortly to let us know a little bit more information. But as of right now, if you know anything about this crime, you can submit an anonymous tip by going to cpdtip.com. Live from outside of Comer Children.
All right, y'all, we are back. Let me say this. My cousin, shout out to Kenny. Hey, Kenny Woodhouse. He came over. He was here in Atlanta for whatever reason or another. He was here. But he mentioned, we were talking about PGT time and, some of the clips that I play and all that stuff, praising me for doing such a wonderful job on PGT time. So thank you so much, Kenny. I really appreciate that. But one thing that he said was, all we do is see the clips. We don't know what these families was into. All we know is somebody came, shot and killed them. And oh my gosh, this is so sad. We can't believe this happened. But like he mentioned, a lot of these clips, y'all, that I play, a lot of these families, and I'm not talking about the families that come on the show. Okay? That's something different. I'm talking about the regular clips that I play on Monday, or I may play on Saturday, or I may play some clips with me and Pooley on Fridays. Or if we don't have a family, me and Jason throw up clips. A lot of these families where, for example, something like this, they may have known something. Or they may be dating somebody that knows something. Like, it's very rare. Unless somebody used to stay in this household and these folks just moved in there. You see what I'm saying? Or they know that the person that they looking for, they family live over here. It could be a situation like that. But something occurred before this happened. People, it's very rare that people just gonna come and decide to shoot up your house and nothing happened at all prior before. Whether it's with you, your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew, whoever, something occurred that started this rivalry thing. And like I said, it could have been a boyfriend. So what I'm going to say behind this is watch the company that you keep. Watch the company that you keep. I don't know the ins and outs of the story. All I know is what I just showed y'all. That's all I know. But just by watching it and all the gun casings that was found, like people literally got out their car and just shot up this house. Watch the company that you keep. I can't stress that enough. I don't know. You know, if y'all feel differently, if y'all feel like I'm reaching, please let me know. If I'm saying something that I shouldn't be saying, please let me know. True enough, again, I wasn't there. I'm not in Chicago. I don't know what goes on in Chicago. But what I do know is what goes on in Chicago, baby, is going on everywhere. And I must say, allegedly, everything on here is allegedly and explicit language. I just ain't said a cuss word yet. I'm trying to work on my cursing, trying to work on it. You never know who may need to pull PGT time. Come on, Prime TV, cable TV. We might have to watch our cursing. But seriously, though, y'all, all jokes aside, you have to watch the company that you keep. Now we are about to get into our main topic for tonight. Detroit. Detroit, Detroit, Detroit. When I tell y'all, I am so upset. I am so upset. Audra said, I totally agree. Watch the company that you keep. I told y'all. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all, but I keep telling y'all, don't keep having these parties and these get-togethers. If you know that you are in a bad city and you know that you got peoples that's into some things, don't keep having these block parties. If you know you got a son or a daughter that's out there doing wrong, doing the devil's work, don't invite other people to your house to have a party. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. Don't invite people to your house when you know your folks, your peoples is doing wrong out here in these streets. You know what I'm talking about. Drug dealing, shooting at folks, gangbangers. Call it like it is. Call a spade a spade. Don't keep inviting these people to your house. Go to their house. Tell them, no, we ain't gonna have nothing over here this weekend. Things ain't right. I'm sorry. I don't care if you've been doing parties forever and a day. Now is not the time to be inviting people to your house, putting other people at risk of losing their lives. Because you know things going down in your area with your peoples. Put your own self at risk, but don't put family and friends at risk. We all want to go to a party. We all want to have a good time. We do. We really do. But guess what? We want to, baby, we want to live to see the next day. That just hit hard. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes God just tell me to say things. And just sometimes I be like, I just said that. Dang. But yes, we want to live to see the next day. If you know it's a possibility that the police can come and raid your house at any given time, do not invite people over to your house. We don't want to be in the midst of a raid. We don't want to be in the midst of being shot up. If we decide to come to your home and you know stuff going down, we're not coming over there expecting that this could be the last day we can make it. We got kids at home. We got godkids, nieces, nephews, all that. Don't invite us over. Matter of fact, don't even tell us about it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We ain't gonna have no attitude with you. It is what it is. I tell you, the Lord tell me to say some things. I just be like, what? Lord, you sure you want me to say this? Okay, Detroit. Baby, I got a lot to say about Detroit. Detroit, y'all made me mad. Y'all made me mad with this one right here. 21 people. 21 people, human beings, was shot. 2 of them, thank God, it was just 2, and not all the 21. It shouldn't have been that 2, but thank God it ain't 21 dead. 2 people dead. 21 shot. Out of the 2 people, it was a girl and a boy. Baby, when I tell y'all, this was the most devastating thing. One of the most devastating things. If you are from Michigan, okay, whole nother ballpark. Living conditions, whole nother ballpark. Like, I've been in these situations. And I pray I don't cry during this segment. I started throwing in the commercial right now, but the commercial coming up after this segment. But I've been in this situation in Michigan because I'm from Michigan. I'm not from Detroit. I'm from Saginaw. What up? What up, though? But when I tell y'all to be in a situation as a young person, it's too early to cry in the show. It's too early. To be running for your life and there's nowhere to go. I feel sorry for every last one of these kids. Because all they wanted to do was have fun. Y'all, my nails gone. I ain't trying to hide nothing. They gone. I got to go get my nails done. But when you're young, and y'all vouch for me now in the comments, when you're young, you don't see it like that. You just want to go to the party. But when you become an adult, when you become an adult and you have kids of your own, I didn't have my first child of my own that I birthed until I was 35 years old. But to know your kids was out there running, trying to figure out where do I hide, because they're at a block party where there's nothing but houses. Like, where do you go? You can't run into a building. You can't run nowhere. I've been there. This is nothing that I heard about. I've been in a building. one way in, one way out, and they get the shooting in the inside of the building. And all I got is Poolie pulling me. And then you hope and pray that you or your husband, your boyfriend at the time, could, oh, Jesus. You pray y'all don't get hit. And these are 21 kids. Detroit, you gotta do better. Let's go ahead and get into this first clip.
Detroit and community leaders are taking action to address a string of shootings at what police are calling illegal block parties.
Yes, that's the 3 days. In 3 days, 27 people shot.
Detroit and community leaders are taking action to address a string of shootings at what police are calling illegal block parties. Over the 3 days from July 4th through the 6th, 27 people were shot at 6 different parties. 3 of those people died. Victor Williams is live with what's changing and the loud, clear message being sent about these gatherings. Victor.
Yes, Kimberly, we know that DPD is cracking down on these illegal block parties happening, but it all just doesn't fall on DPD and the city to fix this problem. The community is trying to do its part as well.
We need all hands on deck. The police cannot do it on their own.
Community leaders and servants like Tafori Brent are still searching for the answers to violence in Detroit, especially after a block party turns deadly, leaving 19 shot and 2 dead.
We're so tired of gun violence, and our condolences go out to the families and everybody that's affected. We have got to get a hold on this. We have got to do something about guns, and guns are the leading cause of death for our children.
They're trying their best to discourage the youth from violence. On the other hand, the mayor and chief both revealing a plan to go after those organizing and hosting block parties that turn violent. Going forward, a permit has to be obtained for those planning to have a block party. 911 response calls to all block parties, however, are now considered a level 1 priority, which was previously a 2 or 3.
When you call and say that there's a block party, that will get a priority 1 response, which is a quicker response, and it's categorized differently, and we're able to address the issues a lot differently.
Only 11 of the people who were shot were actually from Detroit. Pastor Barry Randolph from Church of the Messiah was already trying to help residents in the area where the shooting happened. His main concern are all the people coming into the city, causing pain for those who have been here.
What kind of surprised me is so many people coming from outside of Detroit, and they're coming into Detroit, and they're holding these parties, and I think that was kind of surprising.
Now, Prosecutor Kim Worthy did say that there are a lot of facts that are being left out at this point in time, including who they may be looking at as a suspect. All of that is going to be revealed to us in the future as they update us, but as of right now, the investigation continues.
This was not Chicago. I messed up on that at the bottom. That was Detroit, okay? That was Detroit. Yes, Teresa. My God. 21 people at a block party. These neighborhoods are so small. And I have the clip of somebody's doorbell ring camera that caught it. I have it. And I'm going to show y'all after this next clip. But hopefully I make it back in time because I want to show y'all something. I got something I want to show y'all. But here go the clip 2.
First, we're staying on top of the fallout from a fatal block party. Thank you for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 11. I'm Darren Cunningham. 2 people were killed and at least 19 others injured in the shooting. Police still have not said if they have a suspect in custody. This all began overnight on Detroit's east side when shots rang out at a block party on Reno Street and Rossini Drive. 7 News Detroit reporter Tiara Braddock was in the neighborhood today talking to neighbors about what they saw.
Detroit police still investigating the shooting that left 2 dead and so many others injured. They have not said yet if they have a suspect in custody.
Yeah. You just heard more gunshots going that way and that way. You just seen people running. Young folks, young girls crying.
Neighbors who live on Rossini Drive and Reno Street on Detroit's east side were awakened to gunshots at around 2 a.m. on Sunday.
Altogether, about 200, over 200 shots, because they was at least about 100 to 200 shots.
Ed Marmount was one of those neighbors who heard all the commotion.
Because you heard different type of guns going off. You heard the assault rifle, you heard pistols.
According to Detroit police, 2 people were killed and 19 others were injured as a result of the shooting. Some neighbors shared their home surveillance camera footage with us. You can see people running down the street. Police say it was a block party happening right before the shooting began.
Everyone at this party was a young person.
Sandra Turner Handy is the executive director of the Denby Neighborhood Alliance, a group aimed at reducing violence on Detroit's east side. She's been in contact with some of the victims and says many of them are in their teens and early 20s.
These babies had to run with really no place to run. You running in people's backyards, jumping fences, and and they're telling me about how scared they were.
Turner Handy says her group has been trying to crack down on shootings happening at block parties on the city's east side. She wants people to know you can have the parties, but do it safely.
And that means getting a permit. Okay, that means notifying our NPOs, our neighborhood police officers, that you got a party going on, even if it's a home party. Notifying them we got a party going on, just so they can drive by and make sure everything is safe.
Meanwhile, residents who live in the area where the shooting happened are still trying to wrap their heads around this tragedy.
It usually be quiet around here, just usually be the kids playing, going to the park.
If you have any information that will help police solve the shooting, make sure to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. You can remain anonymous. Reporting downtown.
Yes, I'm back with a different change of clothing on. Yes, this is what I wanted to show you. Beautiful. Tamarie, one of my closest friends, their daughter, who I call my niece, been friends with her mother before she even had kids. Lost 2 kids to gun violence. My friend, my sister, again, lost 2 kids to gun violence. But this is just one. Just got different pictures of her on it. Absolutely gorgeous, smart, working. Guess where she was at? A block party in Saginaw, Michigan. Guess where she is now? In heaven. Never made it home from the block party. Now, we still got one more clip, which is the clip from the doorbell ring camera. So I'm going to show y'all that next. But there's a couple things I want to talk about. Permits, which is what the people on the news is talking about. It's so important. When you have these parties, please have a permit. Because at this time, those people that did this block party, letting everybody know about it, telling everybody to come, guess what? They may be in trouble. Because they didn't ask to have this block party. They just did it on their own. They didn't want to pay no money or whatever reason. They didn't get permission to have this doggone block party. Now, 21 people done got shot at a block party that you decided to have, and you didn't ask for no police to be there. You didn't get a permit to have this party. Nothing. You just said, everybody come on, let's get on social media, tell everybody to come, we finna have a block party. No. Save other people's lives. Hey, Amber. Amber said, that's why I don't go to nobody's party if I ain't invited. And I know they ain't got nothing going on. This is truly a tragedy. Yes. When people invite y'all to these type of parties, you better start asking questions. You better start asking. Do you got a permit? Ask them. Will there be security there? My DJ for my event that's inside of the mall asked me what I was going to have security there. Like, you have to ask these questions to save your life. Your kids come to you talking about, Mama, I'm finna go to a block party. Do they got a permit? Will the police be there? You may have to pay. But, baby, I'd rather pay for the police to be there than to sit there and have that weighing on my chest that I done had an event and somebody done died and I didn't even have the police there. Now, can the police stop everything? No, they cannot. But you don't know who them shooters is. Those shooters can be scared of the police and be like, oh, no, they got the police here. Let's not do this today. The police is right there. They're not going to think it's fireworks because they right there watching us. Now I'm going to show y'all the clip of the doorbell ring camera. If you cannot handle anything like this, please leave and come back. You won't see anybody laying on the ground or anything like that, but you will be able to hear the gunshots. Here we go. Yeah, that's so sad. I mean, I really hated to show that, but we had to show it. And this is it. So I'm going to show y'all another clip that I didn't get a chance to download, but I wanted to download it. Again, we're in Detroit. We done gassed up the peso, and we're in Detroit now. Peso. Is it peso? Petro? Pacer. Police says Pacer. He said we're loading up the Pacer. I thought it was peso. But I want y'all to see this. This is the chilling dispatch call for the mass shooting. Okay? This is the 911 call. Here we go. Let me mute myself.
We have several people shot at a location. We need a unit to make this location. We have one shot in the head.
Police dispatch audio.
Also, be advised, there's still an active shooter. Use caution making that location.
A mass shooting at a block party on Detroit's east side. Altogether, 21 people shot, 2 of them fatally.
This is not normal.
It happened Sunday morning around 2:30 on Rossini, not far from Gratiot.
It's so disheartening because in our community, normally it's quiet.
The 2 victims, a 21-year-old man and a 21-year-old woman. The 19 shooting survivors, also young people, ranging in age from 17 to 25, all taken to area hospitals, many of them undergoing surgery.
This type of shooting is not normal, and it's something that we should not sit by and let it continue to happen.
Detroit police processing the scene during much of Sunday. So far, no arrests. Monday, the police chief, along with the mayor, plan to brief the media on the mass shooting. They also intend to discuss the police department's comprehensive new strategy regarding block parties.
If all of us are working together, we're all being the eyes and ears of our community, we're reporting situations, and hopefully before things happen or things get out of control, we can address any issue that we might have.
We have to be proactive in this. We have to get out in the community and get residents up and out to fight against this type of violence.
All right, y'all. We back. I just wanted y'all to hear that 911 call. You know, over here at PGT Time, we just bring it. Okay? We bring it. If for some apparent reason I don't get monetized for it, oh well. I'd rather y'all hear and be aware of what's going on than me getting paid for it. I'm just gonna be honest. Because everyone needs to know these things that's going on. It's sad. It's scary. But I'm here to tell y'all, block parties, get your permit, get people, the police officers out there to make sure everyone be safe. You don't know who's going to come to the block party that's beefing with somebody. You don't know. All you know is you want everybody to come have a good time, party, eat, whatever. But you have to be aware of the demon seeds. The devil's helpers. The uncles, the devil's uncles, nieces, aunties, god kids. They come all shapes and forms. You have to be aware of them. So make sure going forward, after watching PGT Time tonight, going forward, make sure you have some type of somebody, security, when you have these events nowadays. Because these kids don't care. They out to hurt other people's family members. That's it. Yeah, they want to hurt the killer. They want to kill him and all that. But they want to make sure y'all cry. The 4th of July and Father's Day. Yes, Father's Day. Google it and see. 4th of July and Father's Day is the 2 days that most people are shot and killed. Like, who in the hell is sitting there the day before Father's Day saying, okay, y'all, listen, gang members, we finna go and kill this nigga on Father's Day. They want your family members to cry. They want your family members to be hurting. If they gonna kill you on Father's Day, they want your children to be hurting because you done killed them on Father's Day. Tell me that ain't a demon seed. Tell me that is not the help of the devil's helpers. Because that's all it is. The devil's helpers. If y'all don't get some security out here. Now, I'm finna show y'all a clip that happened a while ago in Detroit. A block party. I got my baby t-shirt on. But this is a whole nother clip. Because this was in Detroit. My niece was killed in Saginaw at a block party. But this right here is a whole nother block party in Detroit that has happened way before this event. And I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. And y'all still want to have block parties without the police there. Watch this right here. Here we go.
7:20 p.m. I called her and I said, Taylor, why would you give me your car with no gas in it? So we talked about gas and everything. I had to put gas in your car too.
Lucretia McCullough had just switched cars with her daughter, 17-year-old Taylor Gladney, who was on her way to a big party on Manning near Gratiot in Detroit on the night of May 18th. Her mom then headed to work. Gunfire would soon change everything.
I get a call at 7:52 that my baby had been shot. So she wasn't even at this party long to really even get a chance to enjoy herself.
Detroit police tell Fox 2 the shooting remains an active and ongoing investigation, and her family is hoping someone out there saw something that can help lead to an arrest and give them some closure while they sort through their emotions.
I'm kind of mad at everybody. I'm upset because I knew where the party was and I wanted to say no, but I didn't. So sometimes I get angry at myself for allowing her to go. But you can't keep your kids in the house. And I allow her to go and something like this happens. And she was trying to do what I told her to do. Anything happens, leave. Get out of there. And she was trying to get out of there and end up not being one of the lucky ones to have a minor injury.
Taylor was placed on life support for a few days after the shooting before her family made that unspeakable decision to let her go. They take comfort in knowing she touched countless lives in her precious 17 years on Earth.
Oh my God, Taylor was just like full of life. Like, it's like she never was angry with nobody. She's just Taylor. Anything that makes her happy, like cheering, getting her hair done. She signified a lot of things about her through her appearance. Like if you notice on her pictures, she always had her hair colored, so she was always just bright and full of life.
Scores of Taylor's friends turned out for a vigil and balloon release. The family says her funeral was unforgettable, with over 800 people celebrating her young life. Now they are just desperate to know who pulled the trigger that fateful night.
The guys that did this, ain't nothing I can say. I pray that someone catch him before I do, just to be honest. No, it's nothing we supposed to say, but that's how I feel. Angry, upset, hurt.
And again, investigators are still working this case closely. If you know anything, give Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers a call right away. Reporting live downtown.
Let me talk to y'all little young kids right quick. Baby, you don't know who y'all done killed. Y'all just killing folks. You don't know who their family is, what background they done came from. You don't know. They will come and hunt you down. Like this man said, you better catch them before I do. They will look you in your eyes and make sure you know before you end your life. This is who I am. This is who you hurt. And baby, now I'm finna hurt you. That daddy is upset, mad, angry. You just never know who you messing with, young kids. You don't know who you messing with. We gotta do better raising our kids. That's what it all boils down to. Yes, you got some parents out there that raise their kids right, doing the right thing, going to work and all that. But your kids still decide to follow the wrong path by hanging with people that they ain't supposed to be hanging with. But I'm telling y'all, be involved in your kids' life. Be nosy. Check their phones every day. Don't miss a day. Teenagers, check their phones. I don't care if they get mad. I'm finna say it. I'm finna cuss. Tell them to scratch their ass and get glad. Who cares if your kids get mad at you for checking their phone? Baby, you could be saving another child's life. Flat out. Check and see what's going on with your children. This needs to stop. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And we ain't done. We ain't done. We done with Detroit. We done with Detroit. I had to look and see. We done with Detroit. But we ain't done. It's still a lot going on. I told y'all I wasn't playing with y'all tonight. I ain't playing with y'all tonight. I'm bringing the awareness. Letting y'all know what's going on in your community. In our community. All over the world. Don't play with me. Let's get into this Monday night commercial. Tony! This one for you, Tony. Make sure y'all holler at Tony if y'all need something fixed with y'all computers. Because he just came and fixed mine, baby. So make sure y'all holler at him. Even if y'all in a whole nother state. He can remote in. I would not be advertising him if he gonna do something bad and steal y'all shit. So if y'all need y'all computer fixed and y'all can't find nobody, holla at Tony.
Having computer issues? Can't find a nearby computer store or tech? No need to worry, Computer Tech is a computer repair mobile service. Not in Georgia, no need to worry, Computer Tech can remote into your computer as well. Prices are starting as low as $40. Services are virus removal, data recovery, data transfer, hardware installation, software installation, computer tune-up, laptop and desktop, home and online. Contact 40440585515 and ask for Tony, and don't forget to tell them Ms. Peachy sent you.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Y'all enjoying the show? Is y'all enjoying the show, baby? We are getting it in each and every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are on Roku TV. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook pages. And also follow me on Twitch and IG just as well, baby. Each and every Monday. Each and every Monday. Where I'm solo dolo, baby. Unless I got a special guest. But I love y'all so much. It's so important that you share these videos. So please continue to share. I love you all. Bye. Yeah, I don't know what was just going on. If y'all were paying attention, y'all can see I was having problems with posting these these banners. Sorry, I apologize. I apologize. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to this next clip, baby. We finna go back to Chicago. We're finna go back to Chicago. I want y'all to see this. We're done with the 4th of July. We are done with the 4th of July. We covered the 4th of July all in the first segment. So we're done with the 4th of July. There's a little too much on my spirit. There's a lot of different cities and states that went through 4th of July tragedies. Okay? So if y'all want to go look it up, go look it up. But we're done with it over here at PGT Time. So now we are about to go back to Chicago, put some more gas in your car. We done left Detroit. Now we got to go to Chicago. Put some more gas in the car so we can all go together. We waiting. We waiting on y'all to put the gas in the car. There's a whole trail of us. And we finna follow each other to Chicago. Okay? Okay? Okay, y'all done. They done. I just seen them over there. Y'all see me looking. They done. They done put the gas in the car. They done got back in the car. Thank you. They got back in the car. Now we finna go on to Chicago. Here we go.
even been helped by this woman. She was a CTA security guard, but when she needed to get guns out of the hands of her abuser, no one helped her. China Mitchell was gunned down in January. CBS 2 is always investigating, and our Marissa Perlman uncovered how so few guns are being taken away at one of the most critical points for victims of domestic violence.
Olivia Foster's big brown eyes have seen a lot of darkness in her 4 years of life. Eyes the same as her mom's, China Mitchell. And even in that darkness, she's become a bright light to her grandparents.
She always with her. She looked just like her mom.
In January, China became one of the latest domestic violence victims shot and killed by her abuser. She was just 33 years old. Her funeral packed with people wearing purple ribbons for domestic violence awareness. China was a mom who loved her 3 children. Her friends called her the diva, always dressed up.
Yeah, this was one of her favorites.
Her mom can't seem to let go of it.
Rough around and go bowling or something.
China was a helpful person. Like, she helped everybody.
Pauline McQueen and China were raised like sisters.
I used to feel like, hold on. I'm good. When I used to feel like depressed or like sad, I used to call her.
So many lives ripped apart by a gun, an ex-boyfriend, and a system that makes it hard to get guns out of the hands of abusers.
I'm trying to say, Mama, I think he gonna catch me. He gonna try to kill me.
And why
When her relationship turned violent, China walked the same path as so many other survivors into a domestic violence courtroom to get an emergency order of protection. In October 2022, in this petition, China wrote her ex-boyfriend Louis Foster beat her and threatened her, saying, "I'm going to break your neck, bitch." She says he strangled her until she was unconscious. Olivia was in her mother's arms during some of the attack. "I was bleeding on the baby," China wrote. The judge gave her the protection order.
It didn't help her. Nothing helped her.
There's something else China tried to get the judge to do. In this petition, she asked for a warrant so police could take away Foster's guns. Look at these boxes she checked. Warning, Foster has a history of violence, is suicidal, and a threat to the public.
Did China ever tell you she was scared of him?
Yeah. She was scared in the sense like, oh, he can kill me. He might gonna kill me.
So what did the judge do? Nothing involving guns. We wanted to know why and got this transcript. It is everything that was said in court that day. There's not one mention of Foster's guns.
So it was worse, I think, than being denied. It was just ignored.
Benna Crawford from Legal Aid Chicago represents domestic violence survivors. We shared with her what else our investigation uncovered.
This as a critical piece and for survivors that actually keep them safe.
Take a look at this. It's data we obtained of emergency protection orders in Cook County. Each case represents a person in immediate danger. In the last 10 years alone, nearly 112,000 emergency orders were granted. We can't tell you how many people asked for guns to be taken because we found no one tracks that. But here's what we got from the Cook County Circuit Court Clerk's office. Only 85 gun seizure warrants were granted. Just 85.
It's an inappropriately low number, but it isn't surprising to me.
But what may be surprising, judges decide whether abusers can keep their guns while blind to their criminal histories. It's
just not a position that we want judges to be in when they are making these life or death decisions.
And get this, the system makes survivors bring proof of their abuser's violent criminal history to court, a responsibility China likely didn't know she had. Foster was a felon who served time related to a gun charge and couldn't legally even own a gun.
As it turned out to be true, without the issuance of that, removing his firearms, she was likely to be seriously harmed or killed.
Police say it was here on January 15th where China saw Foster with a gun. She liked going to this pawn shop to buy and sell jewelry.
China
ran to around the cabinet, around the
place.
to the women, to the bathroom. He caught China in the bathroom and shot her in the chest. And when she fell on the floor, he shot her again in the side of the head.
And you would think before he pulled that trigger, because I'm pretty sure China said, "What about Olivia?"
Louis Foster is Olivia's dad.
I'm pretending to be happy.
Just sad. Kind of gloomy.
It's sad, but I'm pretending to be happy.
Kind of gloomy.
We met China's parents, Frankie Mitchell and Brenda Ferdinand, at their home on what would have been China's 34th birthday. They're now raising all three of China's young kids.
Because it seems like she never left. But it don't seem like she's going to come back either.
She was from God. She loved everybody.
And on this birthday, Olivia remembers her mom.
Happy birthday, Mama.
And later that night, more purple.
Happy birthday, China!
China, I love you and I miss you. I tell you good night every night. And I tell you good morning every morning. And I think you're looking over me because I'm doing the best I can with your children. I love you and I'll see you later, just not yet. But please save a seat for me.
Part of the challenge China faced.
Baby, save a seat for me. They, excuse me, they raised their kids. Now they got to raise China's kids because some ignorant man decided to take her off of this earth. He didn't care who raised his kids, his daughter that he had by China. Who knows? He probably got other kids. But the one that he got by China, he can care less. Y'all, this man need to be doing life. He need to be doing life. Well, y'all, we are at the last two clips of the show. And y'all already know I cannot end this show without talking about Texas. Everybody need to be praying for Texas. It sounds to me, by me looking online, looking at people that I know that lives in Texas, it looks like the bad part was last night. But we still want to keep them in our prayers. It was a lot that went on. It was a lot that went on with the weather and the rain and the flooding. So let's just keep them in our prayers. Some people got renter's insurance. Some people got homeowners insurance. Some people's insurance ain't going to pay for it at all because they're going to say it's an act of God and they don't want to pay for it. So just keep that in mind, okay? But here we go. We praying for y'all, Chicago. And China, rest in peace, baby girl. Rest in peace. And we pray for your parents, being that they are the ones that's raising China's kids. If y'all want to have them on Peachy Tea Time, y'all already know I would love everybody to be on Peachy Tea Time when it comes to the families. But if y'all want to try to search for them to come onto the show, please feel free to do so. If you find them, send them to me. Just send it to me, their names, and I will reach out to them to see if they'll come on the show. I don't need y'all to reach out to them to come on Peachy Tea Time, but I need y'all to just send the information to me. And that's for any families. Any families, y'all know these families, you know, if you are close to them, of course, reach out to them, let them know about Peachy Tea Time, and then send me their information. But if you don't know them at all, but you would like to see them on Peachy Tea Time, please, please, please make sure that you send me the information. Shout out to Carmen. Hey, boo, I love you, Carmen. She is watching tonight just as well. But we are about to go straight into Houston on the weather that's been going on in Houston. Somebody died. Here we go.
Say all morning long how wide, how big this storm is. And so we go from Galveston, the seawall, to Trace and Bragg, who is north of Houston near Spring. What's happening up there?
Well, I'll tell you, this is a completely tragic situation here. Neighbors are starting to come out. They're learning what has happened. Very sad situation here. You can see Harris County Precinct 4 constables here investigating after they tell us a 74-year-old woman was tragically killed in her home when a tree fell on her home. Now, we are learning that that woman's relative called and made an emergency call this morning saying that a large tree fell into her grandmother's room. Again, once investigators arrived here, they tell us they pronounced the woman dead here at the scene. Again, this is a tragic situation. And I will tell you, we just about 5 minutes ago spoke to a neighbor of that family. They tell us that they heard when that tree fell this morning. They said it is an extremely large tree. Now, they asked not to be on camera just to respect what has happened to their neighbor, but they say this was an extremely terrifying and sad situation here. And I have to tell you all that this neighborhood was hit extremely hard by the storm. There is debris everywhere. There are multiple trees down. So again, this is just one of those situations where you stay in your home and unfortunately tragedy strikes. Investigators are still working to figure out exactly what happened here. Hopefully we will hear more from them soon. But everyone, please stay safe out there, as this storm is obviously not a joke. This is obviously a very serious situation. For now, we'll send it back to you as we...
Rest in peace to that young lady. To that lady. Sorry. Rest in peace to her. And also, our hearts goes out to the family just as well. Okay, let's get into our last clip for the night, which is still Houston. They had to get somebody out the water, y'all. They had to get him out the water. He decided that maybe I could go a little bit further. Maybe I'll be all right. Yeah, the flood coming up, but let me drive a little bit further down. Apparently that's what he was thinking. Like I said, everything is allegedly on PGC time. But that's the only thing I can think of why this man out here driving when the flood is going on. Flood watch. Don't ignore these things. If they're sitting up there telling y'all flood watch, thunderstorm warning, lightning warning, if they are telling you all this, don't ignore it. I got peoples in Houston, in Texas, period. I looked online. They was like, I'm headed to San Antonio. I don't know how bad this is going to be, but I'm finna go to San Antonio. Some people don't have the means to go to another state. But definitely take cover. When it's time for you to go out and look for houses that you decide that you want to buy or rent, look for trees. If this house is surrounded by trees, baby, go find another house. Every time it storms, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is, Lord, please don't let these trees fall on this house. If it do, where should I be at to make sure that that particular tree don't fall on me or on my kids or on my husband? Like, you really got to take those type of things into consideration when you're buying a home or when you're renting from a home. So let's get into this clip, the last clip for the night. The last clip for the night, baby. I hate to go. I be missing y'all. I be wanting to be here on here all night long, but Peachy Pooley be like, if you don't get off of there. He said that tonight. He don't say it like that. But sometimes he be like, it's 2 hours. You finna keep going? And I'm like, but I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying spreading this awareness to people. I'm trying to help y'all. I can't come to each and every one of y'all and be like, look, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. But I can show these clips to scare y'all asses and be like, to scare y'all. And be like, okay, Miss Peachy done said we need to take cover. Baby, take cover. So here's the man that they actually rescued out of the water. Here we go.
We learned about as a result of this storm.
Yeah, she recorded this story a couple of hours ago in Humble.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're told a man lost his life at his Humble home right here, and he was doing exactly what emergency officials have been telling all of us to do all day long, and that is to stay inside. We're told he was with his family riding out the storm, and a tree came down. What can you tell us about what happened?
So like you said, he had actually hunkered down to try to ride out the storm with his family inside. And unfortunately, a large tree in the back of the home fell due to the high winds, landed on the roof, and his rafters came down on top of him and killed him in place as he sat in his couch in the middle of his home in the living area. The rest of the family was able to get out unharmed. However, the entire house is absolutely treacherous. It's standing water, debris, exposed nails, the entirety of the roof that's still above your head and standing could come down at any time. And we can't send deputies back inside. So the family is completely 100% stranded. They're at a relative's, a loved one's house, trying to ride out the rest of the storm.
And the other family members, including children, had to witness that?
There was there were other family members, children, and at least one infant that I know of. We had to go back inside to get, I don't know his or her, but a formula because the stores are closed and they didn't have anything to feed the child.
This is just heartbreaking. Yeah. And his wife was sitting right there in the room with him?
I can't confirm that. I actually, I don't know for sure, but I do know that nobody but him was injured.
And even as we're talking right now, these winds have been picking up. There's one tree in particular that you guys are really concerned about that's in their front yard that you're concerned may come down also.
Well, this is an established neighborhood with a lot of very, very large and old trees, and we're having issues with downed trees across the whole of this side of the county right now, blocking public roadways, falling on homes, and causing a lot of problems. So these winds kicking up 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, any given tree at any given time could fall in any given direction. It's extremely hazardous.
And you're right about that. Just a few minutes ago, we were actually at the corner because the deputy told us not to stay on this side because of the trees. We were at the corner and a tree came crashing down. First, we were being pelted by branches and a tree came crashing down maybe 4 feet from where our vehicle was and where we were. We were trying to seek shelter in the hatch, behind the vehicle, but that tree came crashing down. What do you want to say to everyone who's trying to ride out the storm?
Well, first and foremost, if and when this happens again, try to leave, obviously, and for obvious reasons. But if you have to stay for whatever reason, just have enough emergency equipment, have some first aid equipment. Know that first responders may or may not be able to make it to you as quickly as you might hope, and be ready for anything.
Thank you so much for all you're doing to keep all of us safe. And he's telling us that we should probably get out of this area with all of the big trees, and we're certainly going to take heed. For now, we're in Humble. I'm Damalie Keith, Fox 26 News.
Shout out to Terry Reid. Yeah, shout out to Terry Reid. Baby, he be in his community. Do you hear me? He be in his community doing what he's supposed to do. So Terry Reid, thank you. And you are definitely right. Our prayers is going out to the entire Texas. Okay? Now, that wasn't the right clip. But that was a clip that needed to be shared. So we had a man and a woman that has lost their lives so far in this tragedy. The hurricane, what is that? Hurricane Beryl. So our prayers go out to everyone in Texas. This was Houston, but everyone in Texas. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the clip that I was trying to show y'all, which is the man who they actually pulled out of the water. So here we go.
There's the up close. Like
He's got the life jacket on,
Yeah.
and they're lifting him out of the water. Look at that.
Look at this video. This is the zoomed in. It looks like a work truck too. This gentleman here, I'm sure grateful for. Oh wow, let's watch this. Oh my goodness.
He's going to be hoisted up by the fire department here, firefighters. We saw 3 of them at least on the ladder
Did
truck.
they suggest
truck.
they were
And yeah, you're right. It does look like a.
It's an auto.
Did they just say work truck? I know ain't nobody business to force this man to go out into this water. I know they did not say, but in order for you to get your check, you need to be out there in this hurricane, Burl. Hurricane Burl. You know, we be thinking we need our jobs so bad that we gotta go out and do these things. They told me to do it, so I gotta go. I gotta pay my bills, so I gotta go. Baby, let me let you know right now, God will take care of you. Let me shout out to God right quick. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. He will take care of you if you ain't even got nothing. But you just gotta believe. Believe and have faith. And also know God. Okay? Let's get back into this clip. Here we go.
Auto service.
An auto service on the side.
And look at the water. The condition of the water is
Look
the
at that
wind
water.
is making waves
Mm-hmm.
on floodwaters on Highway
Oh my
288.
God.
That is Hurricane Beryl for you.
If he
And
didn't know how
by
to
the way,
swim,
that is not a
I know
covering
he was scared.
on the bed of his truck. That the bed is full of water.
Right.
As well. This is just incredible. Okay, let's listen in. We can hear the wind, the strong winds here as well.
Wow.
And they got him.
I hear the wind.
A successful
that
rescue.
is very
They
that is
got
very
it.
good
Thank
to see
you.
that he is on dry land.
Shout out to God.
Almost.
Shout out to God.
This
They
gentleman
got it.
has a story to tell. I tell you what, and we are
I know
so
he was
grateful
scared as
that
hell.
this was a successful rescue. We're so grateful for these first responders
Mm-hmm.
that we're looking at right now. I mean, who really, honestly, risked their lives
Shout out to the
save a
first
life here.
responders.
And
Shout out to
just
the first
incredible work.
responders.
And this is the power. I was going to talk to you as we continue to watch this rescue.
Yeah.
This gentleman who's barefoot, by the way, just had to ditch everything as he tried to, save his own life here.
No, he tried to keep a check, lady. That's what he tried to do. Let me close this out.
Beryl
Look at
made
it.
landfall as a strong
Look at that.
Category 1 hurricane
Look at
Monday
that,
morning
y'all.
near Matagorda.
And I was
It
just
moved
about to
through
close
greater
it out.
Houston area, causing significant flooding and damage, heavy winds,
And to
downed
think,
trees,
Hurricane
power
Katrina was
outages, and
10
deaths.
times worse
Most of
than
our
this.
injuries and loss of life have been from trees falling
30
on
times
houses
worse.
or on vehicles. And so I ask you to get to a safe place and stay in a safe place.
3 people were killed by fallen trees. 1 died in a fire.
Rest in
2
peace,
drowned, and a
Nancy.
City
Them
of Houston
folks.
worker died after becoming trapped in his vehicle in floodwaters.
For those of you who are in the areas of Texas where the storm has passed through, do not take your safety for granted. We still have power lines down. There are over 50 roads that are covered with water.
Don't take it.
State
Look at that.
officials say millions of Texans are without
Oh,
power
Lord.
and 10 transmission lines are down, and asks residents to be safe while waiting for power to be restored.
And
With
be
so many
patient.
people in Texas without power, people are going to light candles tonight, which becomes a fire hazard in their home, or they're going to try to
Yes.
run a generator, or they're going to try to run some other
Mhm.
fuel burning appliance that is going to create carbon monoxide, which is a colorless and odorless gas, and it is a silent killer.
State
Listen.
officials plan to open shelters
Silent
and
killer.
cooling centers as needed
Where was
during the
they
power
going?
outage.
Where did they think they were finna go?
Now
They
to the
keep it going.
devastating impact of Beryl across Texas. This
We're gonna
tropical
go ahead
storm
and keep
is
going.
different. It is still lashing the Lone Star State, and power has been knocked out
Oh
to
my God.
millions, and flooded
Listen, where?
roadways have
If
left
you don't
drivers
leave that
in need of
alone.
rescue. CBS's Janet Shanlian is in Houston tonight.
Beryl hammered the Texas coast, making
Beryl.
landfall early this morning,
We are here in the eye of this storm.
unleashing punishing winds
And they
and
don't lie.
torrential rain. There was widespread flooding and power outages for almost 3 million customers. The storm battering downtown
Look,
Houston.
you got somebody.
Oh my God.
Ooh, that
Rain bands lashing the city's skyscrapers. In Sergeant Beach, near where Beryl roared ashore,
Baby,
this
I was
trailer
so
home
scared.
almost submerged. Omar Villafranca rode out the storm on Galveston Island.
After Beryl made landfall, the storm brought high winds and possible tornadoes like the one that hit here, destroying this one home on stilts.
Elsewhere, people abandoned their cars on flooded freeways.
Yes,
In Harris County,
abandoned it.
2 people were killed when trees fell on their homes.
Shelter in place. We're in an emergency. We're in a rescue mode.
Tonight, officials
Like,
are
how
begging
much I
people
got
to stay home
yeah.
to avoid rescues like this after a man drove into high water and firefighters had to respond at the height of the storm. And now the cleanup.
Heard a sound cracking
Bro.
and then a loud boom.
Joe Gibbons showed us the 60-year-old tree that came down within feet of him.
This is a massive tree.
It is.
What
It's
are you gonna-
withstood a lot of hurricanes. And if this was a category 1, I would hate to think what it would have been like had it stayed a 4 and made landfall.
Yes.
This Houston bayou rose 25 feet today in just 6 hours. Beyond all the water, there are still significant power outages across this region and debris and litter and trees blocking roads and streets. Nora?
Janet Chamlian, thank you very much.
All right, y'all. Y'all, Beryl.
It has lost its status and a lot of its.
We done. We done. Yeah, it was bad in Texas. It was bad. Yeah, my heart goes out to everybody out there. I pray that y'all was safe because that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. So I see y'all still in here. I see y'all still in here. So since y'all still in here, and I got, well, me and Poola got company, but they don't mind. They listening. They listening to Peachy time, baby. But since y'all still in here, I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna play one more because y'all know I got a oops, I didn't mean to do that. Y'all know I got a Peachy Vault. The vault. And in the Peachy Vault, stuff goes in there and almost every day. Almost every single day, I'm looking for some type of crime for you all to see so that y'all can be aware of what's going on. So I'm going to play this last video. I know I said the other video was last, but y'all in here. Y'all in here. Y'all ain't ready to go. And I definitely not ready to go. But this is a visual held for a Detroit father of 7. 7. That means this man has 7 kids. He has 7 kids and somebody done took his life in Clinton Township. In Clinton Township, somebody done took this man's life and he has 7 kids. What if, let's just say, y'all, it was one person that killed him. 9 times 10 it was. But it was one person that was the gun, that was the bullet, that just took him on up out of here. What if they made him responsible to take care of these 7 kids solely? Like, mama, y'all ain't got to put no money in at all. This one person is solely responsible to take care of this child, even beyond 18 years old. You slip up one time, you get the death penalty. You get the death penalty. You slip up one time, we are going to kill you. And people will be able to watch you die. What if that was the rule? I'm just saying. Like, 7 kids, you have to be responsible for 7 kids for the rest of their life because you decided to take out the mama or the daddy. In this case, this was the father. So let's watch this, y'all. I'm just saying, all type of thoughts go through my head. I don't know about y'all here, but all type of thoughts go through me. What if he was responsible? Here we go.
Detroit at 11 starts right now. Tonight, a father of 7 gunned down on the 4th of July.
He was a good person.
How his family is honoring him tonight as the investigation into his killing continues. And delivering results. After mail trucks repeatedly tore up a Waterford man's lawn, we took his complaints to the post office. The update we're getting tonight. Plus, good weather for getting outside.
High pressure is building in. That means some sunshine for your Sunday. But how long will it last? I'll have a look at the week ahead coming up.
But we begin with loved ones lifting up the memory of a Detroit father fatally shot on the 4th of July. Thank you for joining us tonight for 7 News Detroit at 11. I'm Darren Cunningham. Jarrett Mays was found gunned down early Thursday morning outside the Peachtree Apartments in Clinton Township. As police continue their investigation, friends and family gather for a vigil on Detroit's east side tonight. 7 News Detroit reporter Tiara Braddock was there and shows us how the father of 7 is being remembered.
The vigil for Jarrett Mays was held here on the corner of Lenox and Linville on Detroit's east side. He was born and raised here, and his family wanted to have the vigil in the area that he called home.
It hurts. It hurts to see someone at 35 years old who had their whole life ahead of them now gone.
Lori Mays, Jarrett's aunt, was one of many people who came to the vigil to honor the father of 7.
He was a good person, a very good person, a very loved person, a good dad. And it's very heartbreaking that he is no longer with us. Very heartbreaking.
Mays was shot and killed on the 4th of July at his apartment complex in Clinton Township.
It was kind of unbelievable, because Jarrett wasn't that type of person. He was a real strong character guy who just went to work, very passionate about everything he did.
Rod Walker is Mays' cousin. He says Mays was loved by so many people.
He was really like a role model to me, so I can picture that he was a role model to a lot of others,
Mays worked at Chrysler, and according to his aunt Lori, he accomplished so many things in his 35 years of life.
He owned his own company called Shoe Solutions. He worked at Chrysler. He was a nurse by trade. He also was a skilled trades. He had trained for that. He worked at UPS. He worked at Beaumont as a nurse.
While Mays' family is mourning his death, they are also seeking answers in his murder.
What we do want to see is we do want to see justice. We want people to speak up. This is not a time to be quiet. We want them to tell what happened so this can, this person can be prosecuted. They took a father away from a lot of children.
If you have any information that will help police solve the murder of Jarrett Mays, make sure you contact them. You can find their contact information on our website, WXYZ.com. Reporting on the east side.
All right, y'all. Let's remember, like for example, this young man, he was taken away from 7 of his kids. Not only was he taken away from 7 of his kids, he was taken away from his mom's family. His mom's family. So now he's been taken away from 7 kids. Now he's been taken away from his mom's family. And now we're going to add his dad's family. So all these families have to mourn, including the 7 kids. They all have to mourn the death of their loved one because somebody decided to take him out. They're so angry with him that they took him out and then turned around and took out the family, you might as well say, because they have to deal with the aftermath. They have to be sad about it. They have to cry and mourn about it. I'm trying to get my stuff going. But they have to be sad and mourn about it. And the kids, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So y'all, we are about to get out of here. I just had to make sure that, I played that clip just as well. Since we had time and I saw all y'all was in here. We got a lot of people in here tonight. Again, I love you all so much. Thank you for supporting Peachy Tea Time. And again, I must say to please show up and show out. Okay? Show up and show out for these families, these mothers that will that will be honored at my event, the Stop the Violence awareness campaign. The theme is Unity Against Violence. And we have 5 mothers that we will be honoring. The mother of Devon Jackson, the mother of Akir Muhammad, the mother of Jonah Ware, the mother of Jelani Pless, and the mother of the only out of all these 5 mothers, 4 mothers has lost a son. This mother lost a daughter, the mother of Tory Lang. And you all will be able to see her story on the 17th of this month, July 17th. Tory Lang's family will be on the platform on Peachy Tea Time to tell her story. This young lady, Tory Lang, was actually featured on First 48. So please make sure you tune in for all the shows, of course, but make sure you tune in on July 17th for the story of Tory Lang. This Wednesday on the 10th, coming up, we have Miss Gaines, Wakima Smith. Miss Gaines will be here with her family to tell their loved one's story of her son, Terrence Coker Jr., aka TJ. So please make sure that you come on for those days, and make sure if you are in Atlanta, in Georgia, Lithonia to be exact, make sure you come out, you support your girl. My first annual Stop the Gun Violence and Domestic Violence at the Mall of Stonecrest, baby. They letting us come through, baby. They letting us come through. Free event. We will actually be in front of Foot Locker. On August the 10th, 12 to 3 p.m. We will be closing out with our commercial that will tell you the things that will be going on. As you can see, you see the QR codes. The Peachy Tea Time QR code is the code for the show, my digital business card, where you could just tap on YouTube, tap on Facebook, just tap it and you'll be able to come right onto the show to see the show. The other one is donations. Donations are accepted, donations are wanted, and donations are needed. Okay? Donations are needed for this event at Stonecrest Mall. We do have sponsorships just as well. The sponsorships are $200, and you will get so many perks. Just to name a couple of the perks that you would get is free advertisement. Yes. Free advertisement on Peachy Tea Time from the start that you make the payment for the advertisement. And also, you would get your logo on the backdrop at the event. And you will get advertisement at the event just as well. Okay. Right about now, we're going to give shout outs to our sponsorships so far. So shout out to Beverage Package Store. Shout out to Beverage Package Store in Stone Mountain. You make sure you go and check them out on Memorial Drive. Also, we got to make sure we shout out our other sponsorship. We have the cleaners, Sparkly Clean Cleaners, on Memorial Drive just as well in Stone Mountain. And then we have a third sponsorship. They didn't get a chance to give me their information just yet, but they did pay their money. Okay. So shout out to them. I do know that they do Colonics. Colonics clean out the insides of you. So shout out to them. I have their information really, really soon. And we are waiting for so many more sponsorships just as well. So again, thank you all. Make sure you show up and show out for your girl, Miss Peachy Baby, at the Stop the Violence Awareness campaign. Carmen said, good night, Peachy, and thank you for all you do. You know, we love you. Yes, I know you do, Carmen, and everybody else that's out there watching. Carmen, I am about to call you after the show, okay? Because I got something I need to tell you. But again, you all know where you can find me, all platforms. To be specific, Roku TV. Live Roku TV. I have my own network. So anybody that's out there that would like to be a part of Roku TV, you know, it'll be on PGT Time Network, but you will be able to let everybody know, hey, boo, I'm on Roku TV. What you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Make you some bread, just swell. But hit me up. DM me, message me, text me, or even what else? Email me or call me. So feel free to do that. You can have your own platform on Roku TV under the PGT Time Network. Baby, I share. I don't mind sharing. Sharing is caring. That's what Trey and Kirsten taught me. Sharing is caring. But yeah, so I think that's about it. And again, I'm gonna show this flyer one more time, which is the mothers that will be, look, Carmen said, okay, I'll be waiting, girl. The mothers that will be honored at the Stop the Violence Awareness campaign. Unity Against Violence is the theme. That will be at Stonecrest Mall from 12 to 3 on August the 10th. And if you're wondering, well, what's the address? The address is 2929 Turner Hill Road, Lithonia, Georgia, 30038. And you can scan those barcodes right now while you're looking at the show. $5 donation, $3 donation, $10, $100, $50, $25, $500, whatever your heart or whatever the Lord leads you to give. When I tell you, baby, it will definitely help to make sure that this event goes like it's supposed to go and be successful. So any donation that you can give, please scan that barcode right now where it says donation accepted. Just take your phone, put it up to it, go to your camera, like you finna take a picture. Just go to your camera, but don't hit no button except for the button that you see that pops up magically. And it will be the Cash App. All right, y'all. Well, I love y'all so much. Again, thank you for joining PGT Time on tonight. And we are out of here. And make sure no matter what you do tonight, if you don't do nothing else after I leave from off the screen, make sure you listen to my babies, okay? Make sure you listen to my babies. They're always in the show, so make sure you listen to them. But, you know, we got to run our commercial. So here go our commercial, and we're out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you. And again, our prayers goes out to the victims. Rest in peace. And the prayers goes out to the families. I love you guys. Bye. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Well, I'm sure you all have heard by now that I am having my very first annual Stop the Violence Awareness campaign. Yes, and it will be at Stonecrest Mall right here in Atlanta. Stonecrest Mall. You have to make sure you be there. You have to be in attendance. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this. Just like you don't want to miss PGT Time. You do not want to miss this event. We will have performers. We will even have the police there doing Q&As. We will also have pastors there speaking. We will have a live DJ. When I tell y'all, it's so much more. We even got someone coming doing monologues, okay? So trust me, you don't want to miss it. And the most important thing that we're doing is we will be honoring 5 mothers. We will be honoring 5 mothers who has lost their child through gun violence. I'm telling you, you want to be in attendance. And this is going on August 10th, 2024, from 12 to 3 p.m. at Stonecrest Mall, right in front of Foot Locker, baby. Right in front of Foot Locker. Oh, it's going down. We are going to have a blast. So make sure y'all be there. It's a free event. It is a free event. So make sure y'all be in the building. All right, I gotta go. See ya.
Return, please return. Please return, please return, please return.